Did you know your cat might be secretly disappointed in you every single day? Not because you don't love them, but because you're missing signals, tiny, silent requests, things they crave in ways you've never even considered. That random stare, that slow blink, that sudden walk away when you try to cuddle. It's not random at all. It's communication. And once you understand what your cat actually loves, you might realize you've been doing things completely backwards. 1. They love when you blink slowly at them. It sounds almost too simple, but this is one of the most powerful things you can do. When your cat looks at you and slowly closes their eyes, they're not sleepy. They're saying, "I trust you." Now imagine this. Instead of staring back like a statue, you blink slowly too and soften your gaze. That tiny moment becomes a conversation. Most owners miss it, or worse, they stare directly, which feels threatening to cats. But here's the twist. Once you start doing this regularly, your cat may start approaching you more, sitting closer, even choosing you over everyone else. And if you think that's subtle, wait until you hear what they love next. 2. They love predictable routines, more than you think. Cats don't just like routine, they depend on it. Feeding them at random times, playing whenever you feel like it creates quiet stress they never show. Imagine this. Your cat sitting by the door, at the exact same time every day, waiting. Not because they're bored, but because their internal clock is precise. When you build a consistent routine, feeding, playtime, sleep cues, something changes. They become calmer, more confident, even more affectionate. But here's the twist. Breaking that routine suddenly can make your cat act weird in ways most owners completely misunderstand. And the next thing they love explains exactly why. 3. They love hunting, not just playing. That toy you wave around? To you, it's entertainment. To your cat, it's survival. Cats are wired to hunt, stalk, chase, pounce, kill, even if they're living in a comfortable home. But here's what most people get wrong. They play too randomly. Imagine this. A toy moving non-stop without pauses, without hiding, without rhythm. To your cat, it doesn't feel real. But when you mimic prey, slow movements, sudden stops, hiding behind objects, something switches in their brain. They become focused, intense, alive. And here's the twist. If you don't satisfy this instinct, your cat might start hunting your feet, your hands, or even attacking randomly. If you think that's surprising, the next one explains those head bumps you get. 4. They love head bumping you, but it's not just cute. That little bonk on your face or hand? It's not just affection, it's ownership. Cats have scent glands on their head, and when they bump you, they're marking you as theirs. Imagine this. Your cat walks up, gently presses their forehead against you, then walks away like nothing happened. To you, it's adorable. To them, it's a statement. You belong to me. But here's the twist. When you ignore it or push them away, it's like rejecting their connection. And if you start responding, gently touching back, staying still, you strengthen that invisible bond. But wait, what they love next might completely change how you pet them.
5. They love specific petting spots and hate the rest. Most people think cats are unpredictable when it comes to petting. They're not. You just haven't learned the map. Imagine this, your cat enjoying a gentle stroke under the chin. Then suddenly, snap, they bite or walk away. It feels random, but it's not. Cats have very specific safe zones, under the chin, base of the ears, top of the head, and danger zones, belly, lower back, tail. But here's the twist. Even in the safe zones, there's a limit. Too much stimulation, too fast, and their brain flips from pleasure to irritation instantly. And if you think that switch is fast, wait until you hear what they secretly love at night. 6. They love night activity, even if it drives you crazy. Your cat running at 3 a.m., knocking things over, zooming across the room. It's not bad behavior, it's biology. Cats are naturally crepuscular, most active at dawn and dusk. Imagine this. While you're trying to sleep, your cat's instincts are saying, "This is hunting time." But here's the twist. If you drain their energy before bedtime, intense play, followed by food, You can actually shift their rhythm. They'll sleep longer, stay calmer, and stop those midnight chaos sessions. But what they love next is something you might already be doing wrong without realizing. 7. They love being near you, not always on you. Not all cats want to sit on your lap, but that doesn't mean they don't love you. Imagine this, your cat sitting just a few feet away, always in the same room, quietly watching. They're choosing proximity, not contact. And that's huge. But here's the twist. Forcing closeness, picking them up, hugging them, can actually push them further away over time. Respecting their distance makes them come closer on their own terms. And when they do, it means something much deeper. If you think that's emotional, the next one reveals how they talk to you. 8. They love when you respond to their talking. That meow isn't random. It's tailored, specifically for you. Adult cats rarely meow at each other, but with humans, they've learned it gets a response. Imagine this. Your cat meows, you answer back. Even with simple sounds, it becomes a conversation. Strange, but real. But here's the twist. Ignoring their vocalizations repeatedly can make them louder, more persistent, even stressed. And when you start responding consistently, you'll notice patterns. Different meows for food, attention, even mood. But what they love next is something you probably overlook every day. 9. They love high places. It makes them feel safe. Your cat jumping on shelves, cabinets, the highest spot in the room. It's not mischief, it's strategy. In the wild, height equals safety, visibility, control. Imagine this, a room from your perspective, then from your cat's perspective. Low, exposed, vulnerable. Now add a high perch. Suddenly, everything changes. But here's the twist. When you don't provide safe high spaces, your cat will create them, climbing furniture, knocking things over. Give them a proper perch, and their behavior transforms. And the final thing they love might be the most misunderstood of all. 10. They love quiet more than you realize. Cats live in a world of amplified sound. What feels normal to you can feel overwhelming to them. Loud voices, sudden movements, constant noise. It builds invisible stress. Imagine this, your home through your cat's ears. Every clatter louder, every shout sharper. Now picture a calm, quiet space. Soft movement, gentle tone, predictable energy. That's where they feel safe. But here's the twist. When you lower your energy, your cat often becomes more affectionate, more relaxed, more present. So here's the reality. Your cat isn't mysterious because they're complicated. They're mysterious because they're subtle. Every blink, every movement, every tiny behavior, it all means something. And once you start seeing it, you don't just own a cat anymore, you understand them. But here's the question. What if there are things your cat does that aren't just love, but something much deeper, something almost hidden? Because in the next video, we're diving into the behaviors cats show when they trust you completely, in ways most people never notice. And once you see them, you won't be able to unsee them.